What is up, guys? Welcome back to Will of DDT. My name's Anonymous, and I'm joined here by my co-host Bia, and we are bringing you the third part in this special series where we are showcasing the top table gameplay from the double case tournament that happened at Sully's Abode just a few days back. This was a huge tournament, 170 people. If you want a little more background, watch this video series from the beginning. But yeah, huge tournament. Thousands of dollars in prize support, lots of competitive players, probably the biggest OP5 tournament in the Chicagoland area that happened. Yeah, Bia, really excited for this matchup. I'm not actually sure what we're about to see or going in blind. Let's roll the footage, man.
Likewise. We're excited to get into it. I mean, again, the further along we get, we got Katakuri and Red Purple Law.
Oh,
yeah,
I think.
Okay, that's pretty spicy.
Pretty spicy. Sick. So I actually know one of my friends from college was here. His name's Nate though, so this isn't him. But there, surprise, there might be another Red Purple Law coming up in in these matches. But yeah, really nice to see it, man. I'm happy to see something outside of the big three, big four.
Exactly, the Holy Trinity, and then you have Katakuri on the side, right? Like the casino deck. But I would actually favor Red Purple Law in this matchup. The sheer amount of width you can get on your board with 5k swingers,
sure.
I think that's gonna really make it.
Yeah, definitely. I think one big thing is like Katakuri just enjoys this playstyle where he's not punished for just playing like one unit a turn and then his hand ends up like huge. Red Purple Law is going to be whittling away at that hand because he's going to be constantly swinging. Of course, you know, classic yellow things. You just never know what's coming out of that life. But
right.
Yeah.
But again, like you don't really, against going into yellow and then Katakuri specifically, you don't play around what's in life, right? Like, or in the sense, like you don't play around like, is a body going to come up? Because if you don't swing, you don't win, right?
Exactly.
You got to get through it eventually.
Exactly. That's we got to put that on a t-shirt, man. If you don't swing, you don't win.
All right, hey, be on the lookout for some merch, guys.
Yeah, for real. So we're seeing. Yeah, double 1 Dawn, 2 Dawn, nothing. Yeah, I actually like going second as Red Purple Law. A lot of people do like first, but I actually like going second because you can play all your 4 drops manually on your second turn. So he's just going straight 9k at life. I mean, this is an easy take, but he is gonna take that life, of course.
And he peeked at his own life and left it on top.
Yep.
And typically,
that means we're like probably seeing Sparrow. Yeah.
Some 5k body that's gonna be able to come out.
He's going to swing 5 at the life. I think that's the right move.
Take it, yep. What do we see? Oh. Okay, he took it to hand.
Interesting. Maybe he just wanted it in hand. And he plays a 4-drop Brook. So the Brook is nice here. This Brook is really cool. For those of you who don't know what it does, kind of obscure card that I think has seen the light of day now because of Red Purple Law. It's a 4-cost 5k. When attacking with a Dawn on it, it can -2 of your opponent's units by 2k.
Yeah.
So that is really cool because you can -2 things by 2k and then just clear them manually by just swinging into them after they've been weakened. So
yeah, it facilitates a lot of removal combos.
For sure. Especially with this leader ability where you want to minus things into that 3k range and then bottom deck them off the leader. That's really nice because one thing you'll be able to just swing at with your leader afterwards, and the other things you can bottom deck with your leader and then play something off that ability. So
and from the Katakuri perspective, I think that is a Thunderbolt worthy target. Like if you have one in hand, it's worth getting out. Like right now, it doesn't make too much of a difference. You don't have anything on board.
Exactly.
Once you start to develop, you want to get rid of that ASAP. I think you don't feel too bad of a value exchange.
Yep.
Thunderbolting that card.
100%. And he does it. Yeah. You called it, man.
I'm telling you.
Nostradamus was right. All right. So yeah, no, definitely.
But he did lose the Pero, so I think.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but I'm curious to see why he didn't put that top card to the bottom if it wasn't triggered.
Yeah, honestly, that's fair.
That might have been the Thunderbolt. Who knows? He maybe just didn't have a Thunderbolt target.
Yeah, fair. Oh, sneeze.
Bless you. Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh, do you have 7 cards?
Does he snipe?
Yeah, he does.
Nice. Good play by Nick here. We are going to snipe
If you get any of the big bodies 7, 8, or 10 drop, you're feeling so good. What do we got? It looks like an Amon.
Amande and a cat. What is that? Man, there's a lot of glare over here.
Oh, that is what's the new
Fire?
NL5 drop?
Gedatsu.
Gedatsu. It's Gedatsu.
Gedatsu.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not great,
Not
honestly.
great. I mean,
but counters
it's
is
two
counters,
cards.
man.
It's 2 cards, right?
Counters exactly. And he is gonna put 2 on there and swing 7 at the life. Katakuri's gonna take, and he's already down to 2 life because of that Thunderbolt. I mean, we're in a good spot, kind of, as the Law
As
player.
Law, for sure. Law is also at 2 life, so again, but you're used. I mean, he's a 4 health leader, right? You're kind of used to playing on the edge, whereas Katakuri hasn't developed as much of a board through life as you would like to. Like, you're already at 2 life,
Right.
and you've gone through 3 cards, but you've only had 1 card come out on board.
Yep, and his Cracker is not live. He does not get the double attack right now, which is good. We've got a blocker Law up. He used the effect to not bottom deck anything because I guess he doesn't have any Gordons or Otamas. He just played the Penguin Shachi by using leader effect and ramp 2 Dawn back. I think that's solid. Just putting 3 swings on board while Katakuri has no defense and only 2 life is really solid.
Yeah.
He also has not rearranged anything to the bottom of life, so I mean, you never know. He could still get lucky with some triggers down there, but I would feel safe just kind of blitzing life the following turn, depending on what develops on his board right now.
Okay, so we're going 7 to face.
7 at face, and
He has to have the counter. I'm pretty sure he has the counter.
Yeah, he does. He has a lot in hand right now, which is not something you expect to see RP Law have usually, but he hasn't used his leader effect a whole lot. So,
I mean, realistically, he's drawn 4 cards between his turns and life, and then he's only played 3. Okay, so we got
Alti and Kid. So, that's Alti and Kid. So I gotta mention that I thought about do you play Alti page? Yeah, because you can drop the page. You can drop a 4 cost, then you can -3 Dawn to drop an Alti, and then minus another Dawn to drop the page 1. I mean, you neg Dawn really crazy. You neg your hand like crazy, but you just establish 3 units. It's a very explosive turn. You can totally just win games off of how aggressive that is.
I hear what you're saying, and I totally think it just comes down to your playstyle, right? If you're the type of red purple Law player that's hyper aggressive with negging Dawn and using your leader ability from the get go, then Ulti page 1 isn't for you, right? Because you're usually sticking between 3 to 5 Dawn.
Sure. All right, so he's got again healthy.
He hard played the Brule, which is tough.
Yeah.
It almost makes me wonder what was in his hand.
It's one of those things now, red purple Law is just obviously going to spend some Dawn on that. Okay, so he's actually minusing the Cracker instead of the Brule, and he's going to bottom deck the Cracker most likely.
Or just swing into the Cracker to guarantee the kill and bottom deck the Brule.
There you go. Actually, yes, that was a much better play. So he has to eat that, and now we can just bottom deck the Brule anyway off of leader ability.
And it's almost like if you knew that was going to happen, might as well just block with the Brule.
With the Brule, yeah.
Make him force another swing,
But at the end of the day, I suppose it doesn't change much.
No. I mean, you soak up 1 more swing, right?
Yeah, sure. And he drops the 3-cost Searcher Law, which is cool.
I like that card a lot.
Oh, yeah.
This deck, I mean, like you said, hand advantage isn't something that you usually associate.
Yes.
We're seeing, I've been noticing this trend of how people put almost stack the Dawn underneath so that it's almost hard to see.
Yeah. Our first match where we were commentating, where it was me playing against my opponent. Yeah, that guy just again, very good player. It wasn't doing anything underhanded, but he just puts his Dawn straight under the card.
Maybe we just go wrong.
Maybe that.
It's us. Honestly, maybe my Dawn play is off.
All right.
But I just have to say, I gotta appreciate the Katakuri player's mat. I mean, that is.
Ooh, that is
a
sick.
nice mat. That is clean.
That is sick.
But we're thinking here. It looks like he's on his 9 Dawn turn. Katakuri is too slow of a play here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially when you're sitting at 1 life. You need to start trying to either wall up, or if you have, Thunderbolt is just not a good option here. because you just full
Yeah.
stack on leader, swing, and then whatever's left, you have at least 3 more 5K swings.
Yeah, if I'm Katakuri, I'm looking to swing at the Penguin Shachi and then, maybe um, maybe drop like a couple Sanjis or something. I mean, it's tough. I'm
It is
gonna not
tough.
gonna lie, we're in a pretty
I mean, you can't
unrecoverable
even
spot right
7
now.
mom for a game attempt because there's a blocker on board.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So he is gonna go
Because he'll,
for
he'll comfortably trash his last life and prevent you from healing if you try to 7 mom here.
yeah. And is he even at 10 Dawn yet? I don't even think we're that far.
No, he's at 9.
He's at 9 Dawn, so
He's
he
at 9
can't.
down. He
Yeah,
can't 10 mom.
can't 10 Mom. Yeah, that would honestly maybe be the right play if if he had it. So he's gonna go for a blank 5 at life or a Chachi maybe, I don't know. And he's gonna counter with a page or
4
with the
and
ulti.
5. Does he have a Yamato? Oh,
Ooh,
okay. That's
that's
pretty techy.
solid. Yeah.
Pretty
No,
techy.
no kills, no
Yeah.
kills, but
I
yeah,
know
you're
we've
right.
had a discussion with one of our friends who's a Katakuri player who tried to like force 2 Yamato into his build.
Yep. I'm very curious where those ended up because that friend
Yeah.
of ours, for those of you, you might not have seen him too much. He hasn't played a whole lot of Pirate Rumbles on our channel, but Adu, he will be appearing in some of these videos here. He ended up doing really well for someone who's relatively new to the game. He got very far in this tournament. Um, so he's swinging 5. He's drawing that card. That's really nice. And let's see what he's going to add. A Beppo, I think it's probably the right target there. I think I just saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's adding the
That's
Beppo.
definitely the right target right now.
Yep. And he is going to counter out of that with a Sanji. Oof, tough. We're losing our
Yeah,
blockers as counters.
his hand is dead this turn.
Yeah. Oh, and this is actually the Katakuri player we saw in the last round. I just realized me and Irrelevant were commentating this match.
Right.
This Katakuri player just beat an RP Luffy, and now it looks like he's about to get beat by an RP Law. So that's an interesting set of matchups for the Katakuri there.
The grudge match.
For real. Another 5, and we're going to counter it with an Amande. That's over countering. Feels bad.
Now you're getting to the point where you realize you're completely whittling away at his resources.
Yep. I mean, that Yamato is there, but it's not going to be doing
There's no
much.
way you swing with this law. I mean, don't.
Oh,
You don't get
absolutely
greedy.
not. Nope. And we're going to swing 6. So it looks like he's leaving up Don to play another unit. If he's got the blocker Law, that would be nice. Just a little bit of extra assurance.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a 2K because with yellow, it's either triggers or 2K, one or the other.
One or the... Always, man.
Or at least that's been my experience. With my luck.
It's crazy, man. I am surprised at how well the RP Law player has built such a wide board while still having a good amount in hand.
Right.
I think some of it came down to the Katakuri player not having a ton of pressure early game. They just didn't see the right cards, maybe. But
that's exactly it. I mean,
yeah.
I think the early Thunderbolt was great. Keeping the Brook from popping off.
Yep.
But from there, I mean, the very next play was a cracker into a brulee. Again, suboptimal plays.
For sure. And we have another blocker Law now, so there's really no way he can end the game. I mean, a lucky Amaru or something might have rested one of them, and then he could have pushed, but I don't think he's got 2 Amarus. He'd have to be real lucky to get that.
Al is looking to stall here. I mean,
Yep.
he has to get to a point where he can chain 10 moms.
Yep.
That's your win con, because an 8-drop Katakuri does nothing for you. Removing 1 5K body isn't great because you're not going to be able to heal anything. Yamato is outside of the level range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And again, Thunderbolt, it's too late in the game to Thunderbolt.
Yeah. I mean, you're trashing your last life. You can only get one of the blockers. Again, I can see a world where Katakuri wins if he just has, like double Amaru or Thunderbolt plus Amaru. He can just try to push for that game, but it's not looking good.
I mean, 3 hits have to connect.
Oh, does he have 2 life? Does Law have 2 life right now?
No, it's 3 hits just to get him to 0, right? Because there's 2 blockers and 1 life left.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's fair.
and he only has 2 swings on board, right? So
Right.
it's not looking good.
Yeah, definitely not looking good. Again, he needs some kind of hacks removal for those blockers, but it doesn't look like he has it. Otherwise, he would have done it already. Um, yeah, looks like he is knocking on wood. He is swinging. He's not swinging.
This is a blank. I think he's debating the 10 mom, right?
Yeah,
Which I think is his best shot.
honestly, it is. So, yep, he's going a blank 5K with
Yeah.
leader Katakuri. That's pretty much telegraphing that there's a 10 mom coming. And he gives him a 1K counter, which is the right move. I don't think we use those blockers because they're valuable swings the following turn. And there it is. Turn those 10 Dawn sideways. Loses a life. I gain a life. And then he's going to swing 9K with the Yamato. Solid play, and we have to block one of
Yep.
this. So, I mean, it is what it is, but we do have 5 swings,
5 swings to get through.
and we need 3 of them to connect for what it's worth. But,
he has 3 cards in hand. So,
yep.
And again, the good thing about going in a lot is he does not have a lot of Dawn to allocate, right?
Yes.
So you can soak up some of the bigger swings, which again aren't that great. It's maybe like 7, max 8.
Yep. Yeah, I think we start with a couple of sixes here. Okay, so he's going with a 5. That's fair. It is likely going to get countered. I have to
That's
imagine.
What you do. I mean, it's one of those like it's a little love tap. Like, oh, what can you show me? What do you got?
Yep. And he is searching his deck. He sees not any great. Yeah, Penguin Shachi 2K counter, I guess. But I mean, we're really not gonna live the next turn most likely. So we do have to.
Yeah, you have to go for a game.
And he gets the Brûlée. Is that a Brûlée or is that a
Shirahoshi if he's drawing? Yeah.
Shirahoshi. Okay. Okay.
That's it. That'll do it.
That's a little scary, actually.
Yeah, 4 swings left with.
Yeah, like you said, with the number of Dawn that Law has, it's actually not looking good just to add an extra card.
So he was able to trash 2 non-counter cards. So that means he refreshed, or it's possible that he refreshed his hand with counter.
Yep, in place of 2 non-counters, which is very scary.
I don't think you go 5s anymore. I think that's a little greedy.
Agreed. We need these. Whoa! That is wild.
That's very. What is it? A beige?
What is happening?
It's a
thunderbolting.
Okay. I think you still screwed yourself. I think you full send.
Too little, too late. I think we.
Oh my gosh! Look
no way!
2 arrows, a 10 drop, and an. Oh, wow! What a way to end the game!
Oh my god!
Holy! I thought he was just throwing, but he straight up just did not have it.
That is crazy, dude. My god. But seeing the 2 Amarus in hand, now I have to wonder how soon did he have those? Because if he had both of them earlier, he definitely should have been pushing for game with the leader and the 9-drop Yamato if he had both of those earlier.
Either way, I mean, just going into this turn, even after the Shirahoshi, that means his hand post-draw was 2 Katakuris, 7 mom, a 10 mom, and then 2 events with no Dawn up. So he was dead on arrival.
Yep.
That's rough.
That is very tough. He just drew all this.
Rough.
Whew, that's just, that's the nature of yellow. At the end of the day, as much as I hate it, it is a casino deck to some extent. You will have these games where you just hit somehow none of your counter. Tough. Very tough.
No, but still, both players played really well. I mean, with draws like that, I can't blame Al. He did the best with what he had. Unfortunately, I still think the order of kind of where he placed his life, I think, kind of screwed him. Not bottom decking that top life, unless that was if that first life he took was the Thunderbolt that he used on the Brook, then I can understand.
Sure. Yeah.
But, hindsight's 2020,
Yep, exactly.
Overall, great for both players.
Yep, definitely. Great game from both players. Really sick to see. Just some interesting matchups. A lot of, there was a ton of Sakazuki at this tournament, but there was a lot of diversity, surprisingly. So it's nice to see some of it making it to the top tables. And yeah, guys, we will see you in the next video. We will be posting round 4 right after this. We will go all the way to the top cut and to the end of the tournament, so you guys can see which deck won it all. All right, everyone. See you in the next video.
See you
Peace.
soon.